It's William here, the Bangkok voice coach, and today I'm looking at a video that quite a number of people have asked me to react to, and I'm very excited to see this performance of Voilà, sung by Emma Kok with Andre Rieu's orchestra.
And Enzo has a little sister, Emma. Unfortunately, Emma has a rare but terrible disease. Her stomach is paralyzed. She cannot eat. All the food goes through a little tube directly into her stomach. But Emma is a brave girl. She wants to live a normal life, and Emma has a dream. She has a beautiful voice. She wants to be a singer. She did the voice kids here in Holland, and immediately she won.
She won the voice kids in the Netherlands.
She created a foundation to raise money to study this terrible disease and perhaps even in the future cure it. Emma, I think, is an example for all of us. Give her an enormous applause. There she is, Emma Kok.
Oh, she's beautiful. She's 15 years old and she reminds me of Lara Fabian. Beautiful, beautiful girl.
Écoutez-moi, moi la chanteuse à t'aimer. Parlez-moi, à vos amours, à vos amis. Parlez-leur de cette fille aux yeux noirs et de son rêve faux. Moi, ce que je veux, c'est écrire des histoires qui arrivent jusqu'à vous. C'est tout. Voilà, 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 voilà qui je suis. Mais voilà mes messies, mes années chapeaux. Oui, mais voilà tout le bruit et tout le silence. Regardez-moi.
It's absolutely extraordinary. This song was in the Eurovision, sung by Barbara Pravi in 2021. And it didn't win, it came second. It is in the tradition of this French Chanson. It's very word-driven. It's almost sometimes spoken. Notice how Emma came in unaccompanied without the orchestra starting, so she had her pitch in her head before she came onto the stage and confidently started singing this beautiful song in D minor. Absolutely transfixed audience here in the square at Maastricht.
Ôtez-moi ce qu'il reste. Regardez-moi avant que je me déteste. Crois vous dire que les lèvres tenantes ne vous diront pas ces petites choses, mais moi, tout ce que j'ai, je le dépose là. Voilà. Voilà, 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 voilà qui je suis. Mais voilà mes messies, mes années c'est fini. C'est mes gueules, c'est mon cri. Mais vous voilà, tant pis. Voilà, 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 juste ici. Mon amour et mon vie, comme je crève, comme je ris. Mais voilà tout le bruit.
I'm finding this really hard to watch because it's just so beautiful. I think everybody is feeling the same, that there's such an incredible beauty in Emma's voice, and every day she suffers and struggles against this difficult, debilitating illness that she has, and yet she stands on this stage and everyone is transfixed by the power of her artistry and by her bravery, and not just that, by her incredible dynamic stage presence, beauty, fantastic tone, wonderful tuning. In fact, I know the original quite well. I used to really like Barbara Pravi's original, and I do. And she always reminded me of Edith Piaf. And Barbara Pravi's not old, she's only in her early 30s, but she had this older sort of Edith Piaf style. But Emma's is more a sort of Lara Fabian poise, whereas Piaf had this sense of being on the edge all the time, fighting for survival, brought up on the streets, abandoned by her mother into a brothel. Piaf, of course, was born in 1915 and died in 1963, so it's a long time ago, but she's still revered as this absolute icon of French music. And the music is very much driven by the words, the rhythm of the words. And it's in 3/4. You may notice that this is in a waltz tempo, 1 2 3 1 2, and I think it's quite telling that she's performing this with the king of the waltzes himself, Andre Rieu, on the stage with his lush orchestra dressed very opulently. And sometimes I find Andre Rieu just a little bit too sweet, but here we go into this macabre waltz, and it's going deeper down into this darker place, and we're all led there by this astounding 15-year-old girl who's holding a mirror up to our faces.
Ne partez pas, je vous supplie, restez longtemps. Ça me sauverait pas, non, me faire souffrir, je sais pas comment. Aimez-moi comme un ennemi qui s'en va pour toujours. Je veux quand même, parce que moi je sais pas, il me met mes contours. Voilà qui je suis. Mais voilà même ici, mes années je cours, oui. Mais voilà tout le bruit et nous le firons aussi. Aimez-moi, tout ce que j'ai ici, c'est ma gueule, c'est mon cri. Mais voilà, mais voilà, mais voilà, voilà.
Such sustained singing. Words are gone, it's just vocalese, just pulling our emotions. Oh, fantastic key change. Just went up the semitone there to E flat minor, so it's an even darker key. Tempo speeds up.
dag.
Dankjewel.
Emma, kom! Emma!
I don't think anybody there in that square was not incredibly moved by that. And the king of the waltzes, who I like Andre Rieu, but sometimes it's just a little bit too safe and too lovely as he conducts the Blue Danube and classics like this. But this is the darkest waltz I've ever heard from the Andre Rieu orchestra. And everybody there went home that afternoon remembering just one thing. Wow. Remembering Emma Koch's incredible performance of this song, and how not just her bravery and her incredible talent and her determination to sing and stand in front of everyone looking so beautiful and singing so confidently, but reminding us of how we take so much for granted and we don't appreciate what we've got and how lucky we are. It's William E, Bangkok Voice Coach. Thanks for watching. Bye.